Once upon a time, we have a story. And can you identify some of the pictures you can see here? I can see a bird with a scarf. Do you think this is Nicky Nightingale? We'll find out. Sitting on a branch of a tree, and a little house or a nest on a big tree. Are these notes? These are music notes. I think the bird was singing. I could see the sun, the clouds, and the sky. Whoa! Once upon a time, Nicky Nightingale was perched, meaning sitting, on a big branch next to the nightingale nest. The north wind blew at Nicky Nightingale's neck. Nicky Nightingale was not cold. A brightly striped scarf was wrapped around Nicky Nightingale's neck. See? Nicky Nightingale was very happy. Daddy and Mommy Nightingale are right, said Nicky Nightingale. God watches over me. Nicky Nightingale nodded his head and began to hum. He began to sing. Who wants to hear what Nicky Nightingale was singing?
Knowing that God watches over me makes me as happy as I can be. So I'll sing to God above of His grace and of His love, knowing that God watches over me.
Again.
Knowing that God watches over me makes me as happy as I can be. So I'll sing to God above of His grace and of His love, knowing that God watches over me.
So Nicky Nightingale was singing and humming. Right here. Can you see? He's humming. These are the music notes, the music, the sound, the song he was singing. That is a nice song, said Mommy Nightingale from inside the nest. You should sing it for Daddy Nightingale. Daddy Nightingale is working with Uncle Nightingale over in the next tree. They are building a new nest. Nicky Nightingale hopped into the nightingale nest. May I take Daddy Nightingale and Uncle Nightingale some hot nectar? That's flower juice tea. Asked Nicky Nightingale. Of course, answered Mommy Nightingale. That would be kind. Nicky Nightingale carried the thermos of hot nectar under his wing. Can you see it over here? A thermos is a flask. A thermos is flap, flap went Nicky Nightingale's brown wings as he flew away. Flap, flap, flap. Nicky Nightingale finally landed on the next tree. Nicky Nightingale landed right next to Daddy Nightingale. See them? So they were, Uncle and Daddy Nightingale were building a new nest. Could you see them? And this is Nicky Nightingale flapping and taking for them some nectar tea. Nicky Nightingale smiled as Daddy Nightingale smiled as Nicky Nightingale sang his new song. "That is a nice song," said Daddy Nightingale. "It makes me happy." "I brought some hot nectar tea too," replied Nicky Nightingale with a grin. We said with a grin means a smile. Nicky Nightingale sang his song again. Then Nicky Nightingale flapped his brown wings. Nicky Nightingale began to fly home. Nicky Nightingale flew. He went, looked around. He was floating in the air, enjoying. Suddenly, Nicky Nightingale saw something lying on the ground. Something soft and blue was on the pine cones and pine needles. Nicky Nightingale made a quick nose dive. He pointed the nose down, facing down, and dived down. Oh! Boink! Nicky Nightingale landed on the cold ground. "Someone has lost something special," said Nicky Nightingale as he picked up the soft blue thing. "I must take it home to Mommy Nightingale. She will know what to do." Nicky Nightingale flew home with the soft blue thing in his beak. "Mommy Nightingale!" called Nicky Nightingale as he landed on his nest. "Look what I found!" So, you see here, he's standing on the pine. It's all over the place. And there's a blue thing on the ground. Do you see the blue thing? I wonder what it is. Can you guess what it is? We'll find out. "Why, Nicky Nightingale?" exclaimed Mommy Nightingale. "That is a neck scarf. Look at the fancy needlework all over the scarf. It must belong to the new Nightingale neighbors." "Should I take it to the new neighbors?" asked Nicky Nightingale. "I do not know them." "They are very nice," said Mommy Nightingale. "You may take the scarf to them. Just come home at noon." Friends, do you remember what noon is? Is it morning when we have just woken up, or when we are having lunch, or in the evening when we are showering and taking an evening snack and going to bed? What time is noon? Do you remember what time is noon? Yes, around there when the sun is right up in the sky and when we are having lunch. So, Mommy Nightingale told Nicky Nightingale that he should come back at noon. That's lunchtime. Nicky Nightingale flew to the new neighbor's nest. Nicky Nightingale landed on the floor porch. Nicky Nightingale walked noiselessly, that means very, very quiet, up to the wooden door. A bright, skinny knocker hung on the door. Nicky Nightingale touched the knocker. "Knock, knock!" Nicky Nightingale shivered with nervous anticipation, excitement. He was knocking. Nicky Nightingale's heart went nub, 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 nub. It was pumping. It was almost coming out of his chest. He was so nervous, and at the same time, he was excited. Nicky Nightingale turned his neck. Nicky Nightingale heard the sound of footsteps. Tap, tap. The footsteps were coming nearer and nearer. Uh-oh, thought Nicky Nightingale. Here comes the new neighbor. What am I going to say? What am I going to say? Nicky Nightingale gulped. He swallowed. Nicky Nightingale could not think of one word. Oh, Nicky Nightingale was so nervous that all the words disappeared. What would Nicky Nightingale say when the door opened? Remember, he was so nervous. What was Nicky Nightingale going to do? I do not know. Can you see Nicky Nightingale knocking? Knock, knock. He's knocking. And his heart was nub, nub, nub. He was so nervous and excited at the same time that all the words disappeared. Uh-oh. We have to find out what Nicky Nightingale said or did tomorrow. Do not miss. Time for questions. And I have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. So you have to answer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. And do you remember what you get when you answer a question? Flowers. And if you were here, I would give you a hug and a merit. Question number 1. At the beginning of the story, what did Nicky Nightingale sing because he was so happy? A new song. Who was Daddy Nightingale helping to build a new nest? Remember, they were building, 2 people were building. And Daddy. Uncle Nicky, Uncle Nightingale. What did Nicky Nightingale take to Daddy Nightingale? Remember, it was in the here when he was flapping. He got it from Mommy Nightingale. Hot nectar tea. Question number 1, 2, 3, 4. What did Nicky Nightingale find flying on the ground? Remember? He was flying and then he saw something. And then he dived down. And then it was lying on the ground. A soft blue neck scarf. Question number. Where did Mommy Nightingale tell Nicky Nightingale to take the neck scarf? To the new neighbors. Flowers for you. And a flying hug. And more flowers. How many questions did you get right? Were you putting on your remembering cups? Oh. We are going to put on our remembering cups next time, and always try to get all the questions right. More flowers for you.